What's cracking YouTube? My name is Neckpunch, and welcome to episode 2 of Coteinn Region Pokemon, a series where I take you through the region in my imagination and share some of the fake Pokemon that I've designed. In this episode, we're looking at some of my most nostalgic ideas. And so for this first one, I need to take you back to when I was about 11 years old, and Pokemon was just starting in Australia. I couldn't afford a Game Boy, so I would experience Pokemon in just about every other way I could think of. That's actually how I got into doing fake Pokemon, because one of the most fun ways for me to enjoy it was to have my own ideas and then draw them. They weren't so great back then, but I am pretty sure I came up with Mega Blastoise. Anyway, one of the other things that my friends and I would do is go to the park and pretend like we were Pokemon trainers, imagining Pokemon running around us and catching them. Pretty much Pokemon Go, except we decided what Pokemon showed up where, and we recorded it on a piece of paper instead of a phone app. It was a different time. Of course, if we ever saw any real animals, we'd pretend that they were Pokemon as well, and living in Australia, the one thing you can guarantee you're going to see in the park is the good old magpie. We were always encountering what we pretended was a magpie Pokemon. So when the time came that I started trying to design a region, I couldn't help but include a magpie Pokemon in the decks. And because of how often we'd see it, I thought it would fit really well as the regional bird Pokemon. Every region has one, and in Coteinn, it's Massassinn, the magpie Pokemon. Massassinn loves shiny objects and will fight viciously to protect their stash. They conceal themselves in treetops as they look for their foe's weak spots before swooping down to attack. Massassinn's signature ability is Eye Gouge, because magpies are notorious for swooping people and aiming for the eyes. The ability works like Poison Touch, except with an accuracy drop. So if Massassinn uses a move that makes contact, there's a 30% chance to lower the opponent's accuracy one stage. Essentially, no matter what move Massassinn uses, it tries to aim for the eyes like a true magpie. Its other ability, Sniper, fits with the assassin nature and is all about finding a weak spot and then exploiting it to the max. Now for Massassinn's evolution, I didn't want to just go the standard, faster, better in every way than its pre-evolved form thing. So instead, I went with a bigger, slower, more defensive Pokemon when Massassin evolves into Magpin, the Kingpin Pokemon. Magpin are extremely territorial. They command squads of Massassin to carry out their dirty work and cripple any threats to their control of their territory. I love the idea that you can use Massassin as a really fast attacker, or you can have Magpin as this bulky, defensive Pokemon. And that's also reflected in how they relate to each other in the wild, with the Kingpin and his little assassins. So now let's shift gears and look at another Pokemon I designed back on the school oval. It was Friday afternoon and we were playing softball. My team was batting and I was sitting on the bank waiting for my turn whilst pulling up the grass, as you do. I suddenly pulled up a chunk of grass that, to me, looked exactly like a bug. And immediately, my idea for this Pokemon was born. It may have been tweaked slightly over the years, but this is still more or less the original design. It was a lump of grass this shape. These legs and tail were roots, as were, I'm pretty sure, the teeth. These were obviously blades of grass, and then this was the, yellow stalky bit that the grass grows out of. I actually kept the lump of grass for a while, but I had to throw it away. But the Pokemon stayed with me forever, redrawn so many times over the years. Grassect, the long grass Pokemon. Disguised as a tuft of grass, it hides itself in overgrown fields awaiting prey. Its small yet powerful jaws lock onto its quarry and don't let go. Now, partly because grass bug is a terrible typing, and partly because it's been done before quite a few times, I took a leaf out of Scorpy's book and I decided that when Grassect evolves, it loses its bug typing and it goes full subterranean monster. Rustler, the long grass Pokemon. They lurk underground, their grass-like spines allowing them to tear through the soil at remarkable speeds. They burst from the ground without warning to seize prey and then retreat back into their tunnels to feed. Rustler's hidden ability, Grass Hunter, doubles its speed in grassy terrain, making it that much more terrifying. So there you have it. These are some of the very first Pokemon ideas I ever had, and it's been so much fun to bring them to life and to share them with fellow fakemon fans. And that about wraps it up for this episode. So my question to you is, what were the first Pokemon ideas that you had? And do they still hold up? Or are they kind of weird when you look back on them now? Let me know in the comments section below. And until next time, my name is Neckpunch. Have a good one.